MRecktv.
I want to take a trip back.
Got you.
I'm talking about, I want to go to your childhood. Because you mentioned something just now that me and my brother was just talking about with our pops.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And how he didn't really raise us right with the proper guidance and everything else. So we're going to talk about that, but also I want you to tell me, how was it growing up for you? Like, you know what I mean? Take me back to as far as you can remember. Let's just go there.
Man, I'll take it back to just coming up, going to public school, flipping cards, being around a family, coming in and out the country. Remember, you know, I come from a Panamanian Hispanic background. You know what I mean? So my mom's, you know, coming here, my uncle and them, you know, doing their thing to maintain and feed the family.
Yes, sir.
And then, you know, my mom's and pop separated. My uncle, she kind of like hid from him and moved in the projects. I think the projects to this day, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't care what nobody say. The projects made me a man. You understand? Because coming up in the projects is certain things that dudes is not ready for. You understand? So getting beat up, go fight back, go get your sneakers, or you scared. You know what I'm saying? You got a big dude that just put you in a headlock, took your sneakers, and you don't got my brother wasn't living there at the time. My other brothers was locked up. My uncles and them, they was doing their thing. So when they came home, they heard about it, and the aftermath was behind it. But me and my little brother, you know, I had to get the 2x4, go after this big dude, and the risk of getting a black eye. And if it don't break on his head, I'm getting wore out. So it was, I went in a situation like that where I had a black eye, got back up. I ain't get it. The next day I left, came back, I had a crowbar. That was my first encounter in busting somebody's head wide open.
Damn. With a crowbar?
A crowbar. I'm only about 11 years old.
Damn.
But
you could have caught a body.
Well, but he wasn't thinking. We were young. It was seeing the gangsters that really did it. Like, I come from like Tut and Rick Martin and Drac in them era. Like, dudes who taught me certain things to be a man. Like, that was my family. Like,
wow.
Those guys that been 28, 38 years, 40 years, that was family. That's what raised me. I mean, from the can to the sand, not like you my man and I see you in jail and then it's different. Nah, it was always a family. So I say I thank the projects for that. So then to turn that whole thing around and be doing what I'm doing, yo, I thank Allah. I thank God. I think that, like, just to come from that. But I salute them because they taught me what it is to be a man. To stand on your own and be a man, not like go get my homeboys and I'm gonna jump you and be a man. Nah, be that same man and keep that same energy when I see you by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So I still hold by those same values. You know what I mean? And in doing so, it made me understand who people are when you see them for what is value, because they'll be a people's and then turn around and it's like being around the enemy. The enemy is right in front of you. You know what I mean? And they don't want to see you prosper, but they say, oh yeah, I'm going to help you, but watch you. Like, they just look at you, and it's crazy because you know what's crazy? When you've seen it being done and you allowing it but not making a change to come out of it. Gotcha. So I learned to humble myself a lot. I learned, you know, I've been shot up. I did the bid. That's the whole regular stuff. What can you do now and make better? Do you have money in investments? Are you independent are you independent owner of a business? Are you investing in commodities? Are you investing in real estate where they're taking back from you, just like with the slave mentality? Are you willing to grow without having to put no hands or be discriminative to anybody? And it's like playing chess. Like, if you take the queen off the board, dudes go, oh, that's how you playing now? Because you can't be defensive without the queen or protect your kingdom without the queen. But the queen is everything. But at the same time, God is everything, and you got to be everything for you to move forward, to take that step.
Yes, sir.
People always wish bad. They want to see you do bad. And it's our own kind, because I don't know. It's not all of them are like that, but I stay in a sense of holding my deen and praying to the Most High. It brings me to show me who's for me and who's not.
Got you.
Baby moms, friends, or whatever. Facts. Like, people general throw their fears on you. Hov said that, and I remember when Hov said that, and I love the fact that he said it. He know that his uncle didn't mean no better, not better, but not meaning in a hurtful way. Like, yo, how you gonna sell 1 million records? He said, Unc, I done sold past 1 million records. So you know what I mean? I took that right there and said, wow, and it inspired me just from him having that what he said to keep on my mission. Like when Nipsey died and how he died, and just keeping the marathon going and sticking to the script. People don't stick to the script.
Facts.
They want to put their fears on you and blame you for what they're going through rather than taking full responsibility for themselves. And that's what I saw in my father. That's when I knew I had to change. You understand what I'm saying? So being here on MRecktv, being with you, you know what I mean, with the brother, y'all holding it down. We doing the raw footage. We doing the interview.
Sir.
People don't think, even my friends who I thought were friends are not my friends, they're associates. So I put associates on associates pile, put friends that are really supportive. They'll show they demeanor and demeanor, not jealousy. I'm not going to see you and put something bad on you that I know that I could come back and we can knuckle up for it. When you don't want to knuckle up, but you want to put the bad bone on me. But I just take it in stride, like, let me become a man and understand the situation and be better as a person. And that's how I move forward to this day.
No doubt, my brother. You're a deep brother. You know what I mean? Salute.
I just want to keep it real with myself before I can keep it real with anybody else.
Being that you spoke on, you know, the era that you grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me get this thing right here. Okay. Being that you spoke on the era that you grew up in, right? And you mentioned Tut. Could you explain to people, like, the Tut that you know? Because a lot of people hear the rumors, a lot of people hear the street stories. I need you to, maybe you don't have to touch on it that much, because I know son is in a situation right now where he doing time or whatever.
I just had his t-shirt on of him on my gram. You can see it. Okay. I salute the big bro. I mean, his brother was my man. I actually grew up in a household of Tut. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like a lot of dudes I hear him talk. Nah, he was a well polite, well-mannered, nice with his hands, any way that you want to go. And I'm going to tell you about it. But, you know, he was smooth. He wasn't never getting drunk or none of that stuff. He worked out and he did his thing. And that's what it was. He was a soldier in the top of his ranks. So when a lot of people say that they know him, they really don't know him. You know of him. You know what I mean? So, like I said, he had been put in a bad position, which at that time, I guess, how they was moving, you know, it was at that era, that time of that movement. Remember, I was younger, you know, looking and watching and, you know what I mean, coming across certain individuals, because me and his brother was cool. We grew up together like a family. Cypress was always a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the big bros that came out of the hood at the time, when the A-team at the time. So, you know, I grew up around those guys, the era of that, like dudes that you wouldn't even say nothing to. You know what I mean? It's dudes that's still locked up in the box who arms reach as far past the penitentiary wall out to the streets as they could touch the concrete with their hand in physical form. So, I mean, that's that era. You know, I salute to that, and it made me a man, but it also made me understand that they're educating us now to learn certain things, to be business owners and independent, financial freedom, and learn the laws of what's right for your free right. Because if you don't learn it, you don't have no education in history. You don't have no education in yourself. So I mean, far as with Tut and all the other brothers like that, like, you know, they always told us to go to school, like, you know what I'm saying, stay out of trouble, no matter what they did at them times. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I actually seen them knock a dude out back in the day. And it was funny because the guy came looking for him, and we was playing Skelly, and I'll never forget it. And he was like, yo, I'm going to do this to Tut, da-da-da-da-da. So Tut was like, I think he was working out in the park, or he had came from the house. So he was walking, he had his glove in his back pocket. He always kept his leather glove in his back pocket.
Oh, wow.
And he was walking, you know what I'm saying? As he was walking, he seen the dude. He was like, all right. He walked over to him, and they was talking. So as they was talking, it's the first time I ain't seen him put the glove on. But the dude was out over the gate.
Damn, one hitter quitter?
Over the gate. So then when he jumped over the gate, he put the glove on, lift him up, let him lean on the gate, and hit him back over the gate.
Damn.
I was like, yo. And I was like, and he was like, and he looked at us.
The son could have been a boxer. Tuck could have been a boxer, pretty much.
Yeah, but I know wherever he's at or whatever he had to deal with, he stood up strong. And, you know, he was a true big bro, man.
Got you.
A lot of the big bros that, you know, out the hood that inspired us and gave us our heart and made us who we are, man.
Yes, sir.
I could go anywhere without a problem.
But let me ask you this, though, now. Do you think Tut and all the homies from that era kind of like made it hard for brothers like us coming out of East New York? Like, cause I'm gonna be honest with you, when I mention East New York, people just automatically red flags go up. Like,
but they scared.
Yeah, they shook. Yeah.
But I think that don't got nothing to do with it because my cousin that moved to California back in '83, and he's from actually where Nipsey got killed over in that area. I got one set of family that lives on one side, and the other side, one day I was out there, and I happened to be walking. They really hold law to that. So I'm thinking with the mentality that we are as a people, that we just, our tolerance is, we have no tolerance, we don't have no off switch when it comes to nonsense and negativity. If you think you're going to play us, no, we're not going to stand for that.
Not at all.
And it been like that amongst us. So if it's like that amongst us, imagine how it's going to turn out elsewhere.
Facts.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So why I say that, when my cousin moved to Cali, he still had that same mentality. And his father and his brother and them still had that same mentality. So they got love and they earned their respect and they had to go through their trials and tribulations. But what I'm saying, just coming out the East, going totally West Coast and living there and going through that, he still had that East mentality. He could have went out there and got killed and it could have been worse. But it didn't turn out that. So God knows your demeanor and your heart.
It's crummy beats, y'all.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktV, youtube.com/MRecktV. I'm gone. MRecktv. It's good.